morning, Internet. It is May 25th, 2011, about 11 o'clock in the morning, I'd say. It is day 3 of Florida, and this morning while I was outside in the pool with my sister, she exclaimed, "Oh no, Andrew, look, there's a lizard in the water." I was like, "A lizard in the water? No." So I looked over, and there it is. There's a lizard on the side of the pool, and so we rescued it. We grabbed like one of those like throwing discs and frisbee, throwing disc. So we grabbed the frisbee, and we scooped it up, and I put it off to the side out of the pool. And my sister was watching it, and I told her, "Don't get your hopes up, because it was in chlorine for a while, and it's probably not going to make it." And sadly, it did end up dying. So, in memory of the green spotted lizard, years, question mark, through 2011. In other news, yesterday, same pool I must say, I was swimming and all of a sudden I stepped on something and heard like a crunch, and I was like, ew. It was like a nasty little squishy crunch too, not just like a, but like a, yeah. So I was like, ew, what was that? And my sister jokingly exclaims, "It's probably a crab." And I said, "No, it's not a crab. There's no crabs in the pool." And so I get out of the water and I look down, and sure enough, it was a freaking crab in the water. So my sister fished it out with a net. I looked at it, and I don't know if it was dead before I had stepped on it, or if it died when I stepped on it, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it died before I stepped on it. So I grabbed the net, and I looked at it, and I was like, gross. So I tossed it, and she apparently got angry at me because she wanted to look at it, to which I replied, "Why would you want to look at a dead crab? Like, what pleasure could that possibly bring you?" And she said, "I don't know," so I dropped it. In other news, so yesterday I was sitting in my room and I was on Facebook, and I saw someone had posted the Modern Warfare 3 release trailer, and I watched it with my hopes not being up too high since Black Ops, I was not a fan of it. Granted, that wasn't Infinity Ward, that was in the process of making that, and there's all the problems with Infinity Ward right now. I'm not too up to date on what's going on with them, but I know that things are not looking too good for them right now. Regardless, Modern Warfare 3, the trailer looked insane. I'll post it in the underbar right here and you guys can check it out. It is absolutely amazing. The action, the graphics, all looks awesome. And it just looks like one of those games where I'm going to go ahead and go out to the midnight release in November, and I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to get home, and I'm going to play it, and I'm not even going to go to school the next morning. Who needs school when you have Modern Warfare 3? Or World War 3, as they said at the end of their little video, the trailer. The book that I was talking about yesterday, here it is right here, I brought it with me for my room. New Dead, a zombie anthology. And the author, if you want to look it up, is, he's actually the editor, Christopher Golden, right here. Yeah, right there, Christopher Golden. Since it's a book of short stories by various authors, there's not necessarily one author that's associated with the book, but he is the editor, so if you want to look up the book, you'd look it up under Christopher Golden's name. Also, I apologize, I have kind of like a cold or something going on, so I kind of sound a little bit different. And some of the authors of these books include Max Brooks, Joe Hill, Tad Williams, Kelly Armstrong, John Connolly, and David Liss, / many others. The stories, I've currently read 2 of them, I'm on the 3rd one, and the 2 that I have read so far are absolutely amazing. They have pretty good twist endings to all of them. They're all related to zombies in some way or another, but not necessarily in the classical zombie way. This gives like a twist to the whole zombie genre, because some of these stories are stuff that's never really been done before. For example, the first story is actually written from the point of view of a zombie that was brought back to life, and how he struggles living with his disorder, and at the end, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's a surprising ending. The second story, called What Macy Knew, is a story in a world that uses zombies as like servants instead of like people working the bad jobs. They have zombies working the bad jobs. They call them reanimants. And it's the story of this guy who buys an illegal zombie named Macy, and some of the struggles he faces with that. And I'm not going to give away anything, but the second story is it's really grotesque, I'll say that. But it's also a really, really great story, and although I wasn't a huge fan of the ending of that second one, it was still a pretty interesting book, and it was definitely a page flipper. That being said, go ahead and check out the book. I'll post a link to it in the underbar also if you want to look into it. It's great if you love zombies. I know I do. 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, any zombie movie ever made, Zombieland, any movie, I'll watch it. Because I'm a huge fan of zombies. In fact, if there was a zombie apocalypse, honestly, I wouldn't mind too much. It'd be pretty cool, you know, for the first couple of years. And if the world's ending anyways, if you want to take the easy way out, take the easy way out, you know? Go for it. There's not really anything to live for. But if you're someone like me or any other zombie enthusiast, it's awesome. You got your weapons, you got zombies, you got your food supply, and you're just going out and just killing stuff. Now, I'm sure in reality it wouldn't be as fun as I just explained, but probably wouldn't happen anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. The shirt, it's a guitar, as you can see. Got it for free, so why not wear it? What else was I going to cover today? Oh, so I was down by the pool also. It seems like this pool has a lot of like weird stories to it. And there was a guy that walks up and he says that there was a shark in the water. And granted, it wasn't a big shark, probably about 3-4 feet long, probably like a baby shark. There's a lot of military jets flying around here too. I'm guessing it's probably like Border Patrol, since we're on like the Gulf, I guess, and we're not too far away from Mexico and such. But there was like probably like 5 or 6 helicopters that flew by, and 3 like military like stealth bombers, it looked like, in like an hour. It was like 10 things that flew by back and forth in an hour. And at one point it was 3 jets flying by at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like they have some pretty heavy patrolling going on in this area. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today so far. It's only been a few hours since I've been awake, but that's all the stuff that's happened so far. And if there's anything else, I will update the vlog later, get you some footage of the beach since I haven't done that yet. And until next time being tomorrow, I'll leave you guys with a farewell. I approve this message. My name is Andrew Zaitsev. Switch that around, the first part with the second part. And that's my message. Okay, thanks, bye.